Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Riddell. I'm from South African National Parks. I'm here to present the Integrated Water Governance Support System in the Olifants River to the Stakeholder Forum on Water Quality. So just to orientate you, I'll be focusing on the Kruger National Park, which straddles the international Limpopo River Basin and the Inkamati River Basin. And as a conservation body responsible for this protected area, we are responsible for biodiversity conservation in this savanna landscape, which includes the aquatic ecosystems. So South African National Parks, which is the custodian of the Kruger National Park, is in charge of this 2 million hectare area, and it also forms part of the Great Limpopo Transfrontier Park, which is shared between South Africa, Mozambique and Zimbabwe, which is in total 3.5 million hectares. And we take a socio-ecological systems view of this protected area, recognizing that the protected area is not in isolation, but it's nestled within a broader socio-ecological landscape. So just to orientate you a bit further, these are the 5 perennial rivers that flow through the Kruger National Park into Mozambique. The Olifants River is the largest of them, and it's got the largest mean annual runoff. But due to catchment pressures, it does already have a moderately modified ecological condition, what we call a category C. So a lot of the sensitive species have been removed from the system, unfortunately. And this is an indication of the way the water is allocated across bulk users in the Olifants River compared to other catchments. So zooming into the project area for the IWaGSS program, it's the Lower Olifants River, specifically focused on the Khasalati tributary, which flows into the Olifants River just upstream of the Kruger National Park. The Khasalati used to be a perennial river, but now is a seasonal river with increasing pressure, anthropogenic pressure, now largely in the form of overburdened wastewater treatment works and nutrient input into the river system. It also has the large Palabora mining complex and associated industries with the extraction of copper and phosphate. We have the Palabora barrage operated by our water board, Lepelle Northern Water, on the Olifants River itself, and that supplies bulk water to the mining sector and domestic sector in around Palabora. And the Oxford Weir is our upstream point where we monitor discharges and water quality into the receiving environment of the Lower Olifants River. So, in summary, our river management and ecosystem conservation challenges in the Olifants River largely stem from diffuse pollution sources all the way through the catchment, but also in the project area. And as I've mentioned, also point source pollution from wastewater treatment works and so forth. This gets compounded during low flows, our dry winter low flows from May to around November. Where the low flow challenges mean that it becomes a challenge to implement environmental water requirements into the Kruger National Park and thereto international obligations in Mozambique. And that concomitantly impacts on the abstraction requirements for Lepelle Northern Water. And with excess sediment delivery into the Palabora barrage has compromised their available storage. But these multitude of impacts have really impacted on the aquatic ecosystem viability, and this is an example of macroinvertebrate data across our main river systems against a broad suite of water quality parameters. And in this case, you can see the Olifants River stands out in terms of quite serious negative correlations with a suite of water quality parameters in our river. So this impacts on the ecosystem in various ways, but probably most notably on what was once a very healthy population of Nile crocodile in the Olifants River, particularly down at the gorge area close to the Mozambique border, several hundred crocodiles. And around 10 years ago, we started to see the impacts on this species from the pancreatitis disease, and then more recently with the breakdown in the aquatic food chain in parts of the river system. Recently, we've also had experience from quite severe point source pollution in the form of acid effluent discharges from some industrial complexes along the Salati River. So how has the IWaGSS program been able to support operational governance in the Lower Olifants? Well, one of the key things has been to work with Lepelli Northern Water at the barrage to look at optimized barrage management in terms of the sediment delivery into the barrage, trying to increase their available storage, which presently is down to around 24 to 36 hours of available storage. Because of our severe point source risks, the IWaGSS program has provided an ecotoxicological early warning system at various points, 4 key points in that confluence area, and also has been able to provide analytical services to local research institutions such as the South African Environmental Observation Network, and also has been working with our local municipality in this regard. So this has really been of benefit not only to our national regulator, but also to our local catchment management forum in various ways. It's really brought together a diverse group of sectors, from industry to mining to municipal to NGOs, and ourselves as a conservation body along with our water boards. It's been able to help us improve our river operations, particularly during that low flow, and give a semblance of water quality management into that mix. And therefore, with some success, it's been able to therefore improve our transboundary water management across the Kruger Park into Mozambique. But of course, being the need for a transparent system, a decision support system is required for all users. So with that, I'd just like to say thank you very much and appreciate all our partners that have been involved in this project, along with the funders, BMBF and the GRoW program. Thank you.